be here at our September deTour of the Carver School. We did not know Guns N' Roses were playing at this time, so welcome to our jungle. There's Guns N' Roses fan, you just have or if you've been to a middle school basketball game. We are so thrilled to be here at the Carver School, share its history, share its current story. Blue Grass Trust always wants to be able to shine a light on places that have new homes, new stories. And with that, I will turn it over to Mindy here, who will tell you about.
Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Mindy Stone, and I am a Recreation Manager Senior with the Cultural Arts Department with Lexington Parks and Recreation. Part of my job is I oversee this center, as well as any educational programs that are under the arts. I also work with our special events team on a lot of special events you might be familiar with, such as Thriller, Ballet Under the Stars, different things like that. I also manage our summer camps. For our art summer camps, we have dance and art camp for kids. But I'm going to just give you a little bit of background on what we do here now, and then we're going to divide up into two groups and do a tours, and we can tell you more as we walk through the building. We also have Kenny, who went to, he gave his full name, who went to school here and lives in the neighborhood, and he is going to give you the historical background, as well as Byron, who is the president of the Land Trust Board, who is going to give you information on that and some of the history too. To conclude this evening, we have a movie upstairs that you can download online as well. That I don't know if the Land Trust, they might be able to explain how it got put together. It was shown at the Kentucky Theater several years ago now, and it has a 15-minute historical part in it about Davis Bottom and our the Carver School. So we are happy to play that for you. You can hang around and watch that if you would like, but you can also look it up yourself. I've been with Parks and Rec for 30 years now, had many different positions. This became, it was a community center. It's been a lot of different things. This building has been a lot of different things. It's housed a lot of different community programs. There used to be a clothing consignment in here. There was a daycare at one time. These gentlemen can tell you a little bit about things like that. I've been involved for probably the last 20 years with programming, dance classes and different things that we moved into the building and had when it was a community center and it was open for drop-in. So Parks has, most of our community centers are drop-in. However, we're shifting to more programming and where you have to sign up or classes, things like that, in some of our communities. And when this building, there was some money when the road came through, Oliver Lewis Way, that was slated to go to, actually, I think it's the railroad station up over the hill. Well, it caught fire. So, lucky us, we were number 2 in line, and the Carver School, they came in, they painted, they put in new AC and heating. But with the old building, I mean, you can already see there's always something to do, but they really did a lot. We closed the building down. They closed it down for 2 years to any kind of programming. And then Parks, we had a reimagining time, and we reopened it as an art center. So we are an art center for the community here, but also for all of Lexington. We actually serve communities surrounding Lexington as well. So it's called, we did change the name, Artworks at the Carver School. We're very proud and excited and working to tie in the history more with our programming and naming some rooms, and we've talked to Byron a lot about that, but we're in planning stages for different things like that. So we opened it up, Artworks at the Carver School, and the Parks and Recreation Department moved the Cultural Arts Department. Our offices now are housed in the front 2 offices here. So if you go to Big Band of Jazz, if you go to anything at the Beaumont Amphitheater, all the arts programming, the 4th of July Festival, Juneteenth. I don't know, Jess, that's our special events person. We also took our special events office and all of those activities, and they came under the cultural arts department. So cultural arts and special events are all housed here, our main offices. So with that, we do all of our planning out of here, and this is our main hub. I mean, you'll see we have drinks that were from the 4th of July Bluegrass 10,000 that we are reappropriating for other events and things. But what we do here now is we're an art center. There are brochures over there. We're actually having our open house tonight. It is our registration time. We offer classes, we say from cradle to grave, so 2 to seniors. We have a lot of free programming. The senior line dance group has about 75 dancers. They come in. They're kind of associated with Bell House, but it's open to anybody. They come in every Thursday morning for 2 hours, and we have free senior line dancing in the gym. We also have we have pottery, adult pottery, beginning, intermediate, open studio. We'll show you our pottery studios. A lot of our classes have had registration open for a few weeks now, so they fill up very fast. We have all kinds, if you have any children, grandchildren, we have all kinds of classes for children. We have painting, art, pottery, all kinds of dance. We have Irish dance, ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, baton, palm dancing with pom-poms. We do have martial arts. We have archery, so we call it an athletic art, and we have archery in our gym in the fall when it cools down and we can't use our outdoor facilities. We also host special events. Next week is the Ukulele Festival. We're partnering with Kentucky Uke Fest, and there'll be, you can still sign up if you are interested in learning to play the ukulele or want to come for the jam session. They have a great band. So they'll be here with classes all next weekend. And we have our Facebook page, which is Artworks at the Carver School, where we post what's going on all the time. We also partner, we have a lot of community partners, and we are a rental facility for arts only. So arts groups, and that's like groups that might need a rehearsal space. But we are pretty busy, as you'll see from our schedule. We don't have a lot of space for somebody to come in and do a weekly class, and they can't do anything that competes with what we do for Parks and Recreation, what we're offering. But we have Contra Dance, which is like English square dancing. They're here twice a month, and we have the March Madness Community Marching Band that practices here. We also rent to, a couple of other arts groups that just come in. The Lex Theater Company was here this summer staging 2 Broadway musicals with Broadway professionals as well as community performers. They had a costume shop, they had rehearsal space, they staged the whole musical from top to bottom in the gym, and then they took it to the Opera House and they did the Sound of Music and Memphis. So if you happen to see that, or you're into any of those things, they've been with us every summer, and we become their hub for staging that and putting that on. So we are really here for several community arts groups, and we just do a large variety of things. We also have, you'll notice on our pamphlet, the Thriller. We teach the Thriller dance here, and then you can go be in the Thriller down Main Street. It's so much fun. We have all ages. I mean, it's from children to senior adults. If you want to come learn the Thriller, that's every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. You just pick one time. You got to come once and learn it, and that's in our brochure too. We do some free things. We have a print studio upstairs with a 120-year-old printing press, and we do print workshops and print classes at times. But some of our free printing things, you can come try it out. Or we have one coming up October 21st. That is a Halloween print. Come and make a Halloween print. We always do a free one around Martin Luther King Day. We also always do one around Valentine's Day where you can come print cards. But you'll kind of see some of our art up there and different things. But we are continually adding. We are in our 9th year. We opened up in August 9 years ago. So we've kind of been building our programming in 3 different phases along the way. And we are operating Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. And when Contra Dance is here, they're dancing till like 11:30. So it's a busy place with all ages and different backgrounds, multicultural, different socioeconomic backgrounds, and we're really proud of that. We're serving so many different groups in Lexington and adding to it as we go. So I'm going to let these gentlemen give you the history. If you have any other questions, we'll give you more as we walk through the building too.
Hello everyone, my name is Kenneth. My name is Kenneth Demas. I am the 5th generation of this family that lives in the neighborhood. Altogether, it's 7 generations now, counting my daughter and my granddaughter. They also live in this neighborhood, in the new area down here. My family went to Patterson Street School and also went to Carver. I was able to go to Carver School for 6 years. I went kindergarten up to the 5th grade before they integrated in 1971. Then been integrated and they closed up Carver. Really enjoyed going here. Had a great time. Missed it when they closed it up because I tell this story all the time. We didn't know what integrated even was because we had people going to school, white and black, went to school here. So we didn't understand why we had to go to another school at that time. So I like to tell people that because when I say integrated, people think that this was all black school, but it was not. Not, you know. And we also had white teachers and black teachers here, and we happened to have a principal. Then we had an assistant principal. Well, helper that was white. So we didn't know what it was to be integrated. So that's why I say that I missed it so much. Now, the history of this school is one of the oldest elementary schools in Lexington, black elementary schools in Lexington. I believe the oldest one would be, right now would be Dunbar. Dunbar would be considered the high school. Dunbar High School, part of Dunbar. So we're really proud of this building here, and I'm really glad that it is in our neighborhood. You know, and we appreciate y'all being here tonight. And I'll tell you more about the building as we walk through it, show you the rooms, tell you where the principal office was, because I know where the principal office was. And the only bad thing about it was when I got in trouble, the principal just could walk me right. But the best part, I was identical twin. So I got that with a whole lot of stuff, being a twin. But this lady right here, I know her from the Family Care Center. She had my kids.
Latanya?
Yeah, had them my kids over at the Family Care Center. Kenai and Kanisha. Yeah, they were my kids. Valentine. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's a whole lot of history here. You know. So when as we walk, I will give you more. John asked questions about where the library was, who was here, and this is the lunchroom that you're sitting in now. And it looks so big as a child, you know. It's really small. You know, we'll come to the line and get us food as we walk in, and drop the trays off there. Went out through here to the gym and went on to our classes, you know. So I mean, if you have any questions as we walk, you know, Byron only went here 1 year, but Byron knows about it as well as I know. You know, listen, they put him out. So if anyone have any more questions, as we walk, you know, feel free to answer, you know, and stop us, you know, and just because we don't mind sharing with you. And as Byron is the president of the Community Land Trust. That's what it is, and I'm the treasurer of the Community Land Trust.
Hey, good evening. I know I get thrown on the spot real quick. I got a lot of stuff going on, especially dealing with Lexington, Lafayette. Anybody have any kids go Lafayette? I catch them coming through the metal detector tonight. I got a young man upstairs, but yes, this neighborhood was very special because if you look at the front door and look down, what we call Davis Bottom, the ballpark, big ballpark, had a lot of athletes come out here. I know y'all UK fans, you had Dirk Minifield, you had Frank Minifield, you had a lot of athletes come over in this area. But not only that, there's a lot of love in this area. A whole lot of love. And they didn't, anybody could correct you. It wasn't like that, you get out there and show off in the public, anybody can turn you up right there. Then they send you home. But there's a lot of education that came about in school. Well, there's a Dunbar, which is on Upper Street. Like I say, the gymnasium where we stayed a lot, besides getting your grades, but you couldn't play unless you got your education or done your homework. So that's how we all had to do. But this school right here is very energetic. A lot of people just want to just go and do as far as Lexington, our neighborhood. But you'll see right now what we're doing now is revamping. What you see over here is Davis Bottom when the road came through, KYTC, a lot of entities that came in the city of Lexington. So that's what you got Oliver Lewis Way. They've been talking about the Newtown Pike extension for about 60 years. It's about 60 years, that's all you've been hearing, 60 years. Newtown Pike extension. It finally came. So all that, they demolished all the houses, what you see out that area. Now we're putting in everything, brand new park. We got a Lexington Community Land Trust building with basketball goals, all that going in. We got workforce development going in, AU and associates, and then we also got 73 units. If you look down there, you'll see apartments all down that way, new homes, all this. So all this is building up and connected with the Borough House district. You got Manchester Street. So you got all this connected right all in this whole area. So everything is moving and thriving over this whole area. But the thing is about this is that this art center has a lot to offer. You have great people running Minnie and her staff. So the thing is now is that giving you a little tour of this, like you say, I just went 1 year. It's been about 6-7 years. So, but the thing is that we can roll with that. Any other question you got to ask, we sure can answer for you. And try to do the best we can. We ain't gonna take up too much of your time.
So I think we're going to split into two groups. I think the easiest way would be if you're on this side, you're one group. If you're on this side, you're the other side.
A couple of things I've learned just since I've been working here in this building. There used to be, we did not have a parking lot when we started our art center here. And that has come about, the parking lot, all the signage. But there used to be a button factory right next door, kind of on the other side of our parking lot. And when they were digging for the parking lot, they started finding all kinds of buttons. UK archaeologists came over and did research, and there's information in the movie I spoke about that, and have different artifacts.
Then we also had what they call the Dirt Bowl. Y'all heard of the Dirt Bowl Summer League program inside Douglas Park. But we also had one right here at this community center right here. And I mean, Lexington Catholic, all the high schools. I played at Lexington Lafayette and Morton. But you had all this was packed up out here every weekday. I think Mr. Ruffin and all that, Rupperina, all these kids with the Henry Clay. So we all had a battle out here, like I say, Taste Creek, the Bridge. We had a lot of things going on in this neighborhood, but they tore all that out. To put the parking lot in. That's when things started changing over.
But there's a lot of interesting people, like I said, a lot of athletes that came out of this neighborhood, but also artists. There was Isaac Hathaway, who became a famous bust artist, but he worked in Alabama. You can kind of follow him, but he grew up here in this neighborhood. He had a sister, Fanny, who was the principal here for a very, very long time, and he had another sister, I don't remember that sister's name, but she was a teacher here as well. So there is a lot of history that's in that movie, and you can look up and read about, that's fascinating about Davis Bottom and the community, and how, the Irish and the Black and people all lived integrated. This was the only really integrated area in Lexington, back when the school was open, and before the movement for everything. So it's really fascinating and interesting history.
Well, let's give it up again for Mindy, Kenny, and I. Thanks for your time, and I hope you all enjoy the deTour.
Yeah, you start upstairs and I'll start down. Yeah. So this time to go with Jess, special events director. If you have any event questions, she can ask you why it is. We're going to start upstairs, and then I'm going to take this side of the room. If you would like to go to the store, we have an elevator.
My husband took me down in the 70s.
Jess, I think Carver's going to go with you. Yes, there is an elevator. Yeah, we had to put that in when we opened the art center here. We have our Carver students right down there. If they see that, then they can go back to the elevator. Kenny, Byron, y'all gonna come with us? One with me and one with Jess. Just pick. Jess is out there. Whoever wants to go with Jess, one of y'all go with me. Okay. Jess has got the group. Jess, you're gonna take Kenny. Jess, take Kenny.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
They're going upstairs.
Hi, how are ya? Good.
It's been tough on her.
What's paying that at?
Just kind of waiting for them to get. You're going with me. You can take me.
Lafayette?
Because I'm up front, and I'm up front. I'm remember to take all the kids and parents come to the middle. How you doing? You doing that?
Good.
I'll take her. I'll straight out. Nah.
She's a great kid. I
Yes,
can't
ma'am.
complain about her
Yes, ma'am.
too much. In middle school, we went through, periods of not speaking because she was mad at me because it made her do her work.
Okay, we're going to head this way.
Her name is Carol.
We'll go in here. It'll come on. Yeah, it's all like.
I'll try to figure out.
Let's kind of circle on around in here.
Wow, it looks like they made improvements in here too.
They did, yeah.
It's not an old kitchen.
No.
And what's your name?
Yeah.
Milan, I'm with the BGT tour. Yeah. Woodford County. Yeah. Midway.
George. I know it.
Kitchen for the street. However, we've done a lot of improvements. We're hoping to, in the future, maybe start, since UK is right there, we are partnering with the visual arts program as well as their agriculture programs, and hope to start having some cooking classes and things like that within the next 3 years. That's in our next phase. But we do use it sometimes for rentals occasionally, and different things. And like I said, we only do arts rehearsal rentals. So people call them like, can we have a party there? No, we don't do that here. So we have other facilities for that, for parks. But we do have like a really large closet off there, and we have a washer and dryer, which is very helpful for pottery classes because we have to wash our aprons and things like that. So, all right. Okay, come on this way, everybody.
I hold up back.
Let's see, they have a fridge there.
Here, back. Right here.
You said this was at 7.
Multiple users.
Come on in, there's plenty of room, got file one in. So I just kind of wanted to bring you in this room. Because we have gorgeous windows. They put new windows in when they did the remodel, and so they're just beautiful. We do have, I'll take you in the gym when we finish the tour. Those windows are original to the building, and we are supposed to be having new windows put in at some time. That keeps getting pushed back, so I don't know. But this is just some of our offices that our staff works in for cultural arts. Back in the corner is Amber Llewellyn. She's our cultural arts superintendent. So she heads it all up, all of the arts things in Lexington for Parks and Rec. So this is just kind of a workplace, but you know, we had new air and systems put in. All of our lights, when we walk in, they pop on and off, and they turn off by themselves. So, you know, to save energy, and we're working on that constantly to be more efficient.
I will say one quick thing about the windows. So before they replaced the windows, all of these windows were boarded up and they had air conditioner units in them. So there was only like the half part and then the top part. So it was very nice that it restored it, especially from that side of the building. A much prettier original.
The entrance to the building was on Patterson, and we changed it over to this side so we can make it accessible, and this has become our entrance and our focal point.
And now, did they talk about the whole thing about the transportation money in the building that was up there?
Yes, that burned, and we got the money.
Yes.
So remodel. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And we have all the original wood classroom doors that were on all the classrooms are in our basement. They're beautiful. And we had to bring in these doors for safety. We have a lot of children here. They were getting lost.
Accessibility. Fire code, yeah.
Yes.
I love that you have, I don't know if they're original, I love that you still have my hall.
And these
Yes, we tried
in my teacher career that
Yes, we kept some of them. A few of them upstairs, you will see we have mirrors for studios now, but we kept the chalkboards there.
But these are actually
These
pieces
are-
of slate.
A
slate,
Yeah, so we tried to keep them where we could. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Go this way.
The walls, the schools always be like this, and the floors. The floors were always like this.
Yeah, this was the original floor. Run station. Yeah, this is the original floor. So, just as we're walking through the hallways, you'll see Cricket Press does a lot of our work for a lot of our events, and people collect them. These are all, we have a competition, a recreational competition dance team, and we've been doing this many years, since the late 90s. So we started putting their pictures here. This is where they're housed, and we have all their classes. This is one of our pottery rooms.
No. I love that you guys keep the floor.
File in, and you guys can move back that way, and
I love the big windows.
Uh-huh.
Lafayette has them too. Even when the air quits, you can always lift them together
yeah.
with a breeze.
Oh, you teach at Lafayette or
And then I was at Belmont, but I went to Lafayette.
Oh, okay. I did too.
so this is one of our pottery rooms. This is our glazing room and work room. And so we have another room over here where we have our wheels and they actually throw. But if you hand build, you like to work with your hands, sometimes you'll just come on over. This is some of our samples of our inspired pottery, and then some things some students made last spring. We're getting ready to start up our new session. So.
What ages are the pottery? People do the
It's for 16 and over, but it's mostly like adults, like late 20s and over, all the way through seniors. Yeah, we have a daytime class, and then we have several evening classes. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so we use the lockers still. We're getting ready to put name tags on them. Our competition kids, students, they're here several times a week with their classes, so they each get a locker. And our pottery, our adult pottery students bring their own tools a lot of times, so we give them lockers too. So these have some of the original rooms. samples of our pottery. This is our kiln room. This is where we fire our pottery, and you can see our wheels where we throw the pottery. And, we call it ceramics because not everybody does pottery. They do a lot of different types of things. So, that's this room, and feel free to look all around. That used to be a bathroom in there. We put a sink in there because they need for pottery class.
What are those candle holders?
So those are glaze samples. So after you make your ceramic, then you pick what color you want to glaze it. And this is how it comes out once we fire it. And you pick what color you want. These are just samples so our students can see this. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take you to the room at the end of the hall, and then there is an elevator. After you go to the room at the end of the hall, if you'd like to go to that. That is the back of our building. So down this hallway.
Always hard to gauge.
Yeah. Down this hallway, we have another storage room. We keep a lot of costumes for our pre-show for Ballet to the Stars, for our kids show that we kind of reuse every year to keep prices down. And then we have our tech room that has our cameras and everything in there as well. This is the Land Trust office. They have been here for, I don't know, since the project started, when the road coming through.
That's right. What we work on is, like I say, affordable housing, community land and land trust. People say, well, start talking about the land trust, and we talking about, well, how do you own the house, but you don't own the property? What's what makes it affordable? And then you pass it on if you move out, and then you pass it down, leave something in there. We got a formula that we use. You get practically most of your money back, but but people got to understand, you got to go to the bank. It ain't gonna give it to you. So a lot of people think affordable housing, they're gonna give me deals. No, you gotta have good credit. You gotta, the same thing as buying a house. But we got good dealers and good people builders.
We're gonna scoot in here real quick. I see him coming back down the steps. So.
Oh, I love the art.
So we call this the classroom. If you remember Tubby Smith's clubhouses that were in several of our centers, he had a partnership with Dell Computer, and you would come, and if you got selected into that program, it was for youth, and they would build their computer from the bottom up, design their own computer. They would teach them how to program, and he supported that program in many of our centers. He had moved on, and the funding kind of went away, so they kept it going as long as they could. But this was, they made this into a Tubby's Clubhouse when the center was open, and it was a drop-in center. And there used to be a big light-up sign on the building that said Tubby's Clubhouse. So now it is our classroom, but mainly our art classroom. So this is Melissa. She's actually a professional illustrator and our art teacher, and we are gearing up for our painting classes for kids and tweens. We tried an adult painting class. We had some interest, but we just haven't been able to get that off the ground yet. So we're working to build our adult programming with that. And then we shift in the spring, and we do an art class with different art mediums each week. So it might be drawing, sewing. Yeah. So that's what our open house is for tonight. And we just have a little mural for them to color when they come in, they visit us. So. Okay, so we're going to go up the steps here, but there isn't, right down there is the elevator.
Anybody next?
I got you all right.
These are all our David's trophies from our competitions. And we love these windows. At Christmas, we decorate them, we put lights, and one year we had giant nutcrackers standing up in the windows. They were really cool we drove by on the road. So we're going to go in here first. The windows have not been replaced in this one, and I think the room next door.
Are they not going?
I think it is. It's a special money that they have. It's like the money that's replacing our windows and the gym. So it's been like a 5-year process. So I think the gym's first, and then it's these windows are next. So
And this is by supervision only.
yes, you would have an instructor here with you. Yes. No. I think there's some people coming up the elevator. So this is our printmaking studio. We've done like screen printing. We've done paper print and design. The artist that was teaching this class just moved to Washington, D.C. like actually a week ago. He was going to be here tonight and do some examples. He was at the Woodland Art Fair, so he sold some of his things at the Woodland Art Fair a few weeks ago. But like I said, if you look on our brochure, if you want to try out some printmaking and make your own prints, you can also bring any age can come with you, family members. There is one coming up on October 21st, and those will be Halloween and fall prints. So, and that one's free to try it out. Yeah. These ones are really cool printing press. Love.
So was it Mr. Wiggins that was the former press person? Was it somebody else? Okay. It's right here. Yeah. Now, let's see. So we're just going to run right across here.
Talk to us about that.
Room. They're original, and they're all, you'll see some doors open and look in any of the closets. So we have 1, 2, that's office 3. We have 3 studios that are pretty much identical to this. On this side, we have 1 on that side, and then what we call a music room. We have, for a while when we first opened until COVID, we hosted the community college had a choir of all ages, a community chorus. That kind of fizzled after COVID, but we still have lots of different music classes in here. We have our therapeutic recreation program, has a lot of adult classes here. We have a rock band, and then a choir, and a lot of different classes in our music room during the day. That's for our TR adults. So. We have to get louder for that.
You have to get last discussion.
So I'll let you, this is where the movie's going to be playing. After we walk down through the rest of the hallway, you can stop back by there if you like. You can just peek in. This is another one of our studios. You feel free to wander in at your own convenience. This is another one. We're having Irish dance in here tonight. This is our special events staff office in there. And then we have one more studio right here. We built these benches in. So this, and you can see all the cubbies are in every room. And feel free to walk in any of these rooms. Some of our dance teachers. But feel free to walk through, and then that music room is where the movie is playing. If you would like to watch the section, the 15 Minutes About History.
And it's also on YouTube, you said?
Yeah, you can download it. I don't remember the name of it, but we'll get the information. But I can get out to you.
Okay.
Yes. Byron might remember the name of it. Do you remember the name of the movie that they can download? But you can head on down the steps or go back down. If you want to go down to the music